Hello, we can continue our drawing by replicating, using pattern replication. We can replicate the basic pipe sketch that we did before. I've done that pattern replication on the right hand side, and let me just show how it was done by doing the same thing on the left hand side. All we do is when we are editing sketch, after we have chosen to edit the original sketch, we can now say create a rectangular pattern. So create a rectangular pattern, and what are we going to pattern? We're going to pattern this repeating period here. So we choose this line, this line, this one, this one, this one, this, this, this. So there are 10 of them. Then we select the direction. Direction we're going to select for the pattern is this direction. So, and we're going to select a length of minus 160 to do 3 of them. So that is minus 160. Minus 160. 160. So if we're happy with that, minus 160, say OK. So we can see the pattern is repeated. If you use plus 60, you see it on this side. So minus 60, you see it on this side. You are creating 3 replicas of it, including the original. So after you have done that, the next thing to do is to stretch the edges outside the body. So the easiest way to do that is just to take a line element, put it here, and stretch it out, and then that's okay. Take another one here, a repeat line element, repeat line, using the marking menu, stretch it out, make sure it is vertical, and click escape. So with that, we are now in a position, I haven't done that, we're now in a position to create the cutting through where the hole to put the pipe will be. That's the first thing we do. In order to do that, we can first of all create the body that will contain the body of the wall. To do that body of the wall, we create extrude. We finish this sketch and then create an extrusion. Okay, create an extrude, and after we have created an extrude, we are going to extrude this outer profile. When we do this outer profile, we can cancel that because I've done it, and that will give us this body. And the body is obtained by moving 25 on 25 on both sides. So that is the extruded body based on the outside profile. And in order to now do the sweep, in order to create the hole, we are going to do a sweep. And to do that sweep, we are going to need the profile to sweep as well as the path through which to sweep it. So we create a sweep. The first thing we select is the profile. To select the profile, I try to select it now. The body is disturbing me, so I turn that body off again. And so let me just make this big. Okay. So this is the profile I'm looking for. So that's the profile. So I hope the class can see that the profile that we are going to sweep is perpendicular to the path of sweeping. So that is why if this one already exists on the Z, if this already exists on the Z Y plane, this one has to be on the YX plane. Otherwise, it will not be perpendicular to it. So that is the reason for that. That profile is perpendicular to the path. So that is okay. Then we can select the path. The path is this path plus this path plus this path plus this path plus this path. And then we also add this one to this one to this one to this one to this one. So that's the path of extrusion. So, or of sweep. In order to sweep through that, we will now bring out the body through which is supposed to be swept. Then we are going to sweep a cut. So that circle is going to be used to cut through the body. So it's a cut, and if we are happy with that, we click OK. So it doesn't appear that anything has happened. For us to see whether something has happened or not, the best thing for us to do is to do a section analysis. Under inspection, we have section analysis, which is close to the bottom of the middle set of options. So if we select the cut plane like here, and we pass it through the body, it's going to show us, we can see, it's going to show us that there are cut holes in the body. You can see that along that path there are holes cut in the body, and so those are the holes cut as a result of our work here. So that's it. So even though it doesn't seem to show there's anything, it is actually there. The next thing we're going to do is to now place a pipe inside that a hollow pipe that we'll now place using maybe copper inside that hole. To do that, we go back to edit the second sketch. Edit sketch. In this sketch, remember that our first hole was 6 units. So if we come here and we offset it by one unit, so if we select this body and we want to do an offset, the offset is -1. So let us say -1, so that we have a single millimeter of the body for the thickness. So if we're happy with that, we click finish sketch, which is okay. So now we can go back home. At home, what we want to do now is to create the pipe. We're going to use the annulus of the 2 circles that we have created. So again, as before, we make this body to be turned off, and then we're going to create a sweep. We're going to create a sweep, and in our sweep this time, we're going to use this annulus. We're going to use the annulus, and then we're happy with that. We're going to select the same part again. The part starts from here. This one, this one, this one, this one, and this one, this one, this, this. This is now going to create a new component. We want to create a new component for this sweep. So it's a physical sweep. So if we're happy with that, we click OK. All right, we can open that body again. So let us do a section analysis again and see what has happened. Section analysis. Select the same plane as before. And if we make it big, we can see now that there is a solid body here, there is another solid body of the thickness of the pipe, and there is a hollow part for water to pass through. All those things are now happening here. If we don't do it like this, we are going to have 2 solid bodies entering each other. You can see that the way we have done it, there is no solid body entering each other. And the black part you see here is just the imaginary sketch lines that show us the path through which the water will flow. If we look at it straight on, you see that the thing comes out physically here, and it comes out physically here. And if we are happy with this, we can close the analysis, and that's it. So we have this. The hollow pipe is already done, and then we are now going to go to the last thing where we are going to put the fins. Thank you.